Dragons TV. This is possibly, well, definitely the latest post-match analysis that I've ever put out on the channel. Of course, we had the midday kickoff against Luton at the Den on Saturday, and we lost the game, and it is now Tuesday at 4 p.m. And as of yet, this video, well, you're watching it now, but I'm just filming it at this time on a Tuesday afternoon. I don't know why that happened, really. I need to try thinking of an excuse, and I can't think of one. Well, there is something that plays into it, injuries-wise, which we'll get into shortly. News coming out today about injuries that we picked up on Saturday. Sunday today just seemed to get away from me, and then yesterday I just felt absolutely shattered for some reason, so I didn't film. But here we are. It's very late. The views will be down, but I've only got myself to blame for that one because I'll be filming again tomorrow, a preview for the trip Saturday to QPR away, which of course again is an early kick-off. But look, let's start with the Luton game. It was the same team that won before the international break against Sheffield Wednesday, and as I said in my preview for that game, it's a no-brainer. It has to be an unchanged side, and that's exactly what the gaffer went with. Again, football fans fickle in general, our fans especially so, and I'm guilty of that as well. We've lost the game. Harris hoofball, 90s hoofball, don't fucking work. Neil Harris has a game plan, okay? And I watched Sam Allardyce on Under the Cosh. It's on their Patreon, I think. If you're on Patreon, yes, try and watch it. And he said, you know, that the game now is gone. You see the memes all the time on social media. Game's gone, game's gone. There's two types of football, okay? There's the type that everyone's trying to play now and only a couple can execute, and that is possession football. Now, Neil Harris doesn't play that way. Neil Harris plays exactly the way that Sam Allardyce explained it and exactly the way that he likes to play it. I'm not saying they're both the greatest managers to ever walk the face of the earth, but they like to play attacking football in the opposition's half. So that means get it into the opposition half, and then we work from there. We try and play on the front foot, we try and press high, turn teams over, get on the knockdowns, get on the second balls, and we try and play attacking football. And for me, that works under Neil Harris. I like it under Neil Harris. I find it a lot more entertaining than I did under Gary Rowett. And I know it's not brilliant football to watch, but I definitely don't think it's boring. And again, I thought Saturday was a really, really good performance. Again, veering off the point I was just making, a lot of people agreed with me on Saturday, and a lot of people didn't. And look, there is no right or wrong in this situation. Football is a game based on opinions. As I said, fickle football fans in general. As general public, we all get our say on the opinions of what football should be or how it should be played or how our team did, good or bad. So again, look, it's all about opinions. As I said, a lot of people agreed with me on Saturday and a lot of people didn't. Apologies for the full-time reaction on Saturday. I have no idea what happened to the camera. I'm nearly 9 years in and I didn't have the experience to pull myself out of it being dark. Usually I can sort that on the edit. I don't know what's happened. It's fine again now. And on that basis, it wasn't the video I wanted to put out, but the message was still there. And we did pass 15 million YouTube views over the weekend. So thank you very much for your support. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. But look, as I said, the Neil Harris plan, if we've got the right type of players, it's executed very, very well. If you look back at the Sheffield Wednesday game, I feel that it was going the same sort of way as the Luton game. I thought we was the better side. I thought we was on the front foot. We was very high intensity. I thought Saville and Denort again were brilliant, winning first balls, winning second balls where we didn't win the first ball, sliding into challenges, winning it back, turning them over. All the players seemed up for it. It was very Millwall. It was a very aggressive. However, I can see the other side of the coin in the fact that if you look back at the highlights, in the first half, it shows 3 efforts on goal for Luton, one of which was a goal. Another one's hit the post and another one's a good save from Jensen. We haven't actually created much at the top end of the pitch, despite, in my opinion, you know, our dominance in individual battles. I'm not sure on possessions. I'm not really a stats type of man, but yeah, you know, I felt we was the better side. I felt that Luton could feel that because I felt their goalkeeper was trying to waste time throughout the game, and then that possession of football, like, looks pretty. And yes, you've got the ball, you're making the other teams do the work. It can sometimes be a way of trying to nullify, especially us at home, our game plan. If we haven't got the ball, then our fans can't get reared up and we can't get the atmosphere going that we want. And I felt Luton was trying to do that, but I definitely felt we was the better side. I thought we looked good in that first half, and I feel that if Coburn hadn't have gone off, that I do feel it would have gone as it did in the second half against Sheffield Wednesday. I think we would have gone on and beat Luton. And again, for those worrying now, I think we played 5 league games, 1-1, drawn 1, lost 3. Yeah, that's right. We haven't lost by more than a single goal. We lost 1-0 on Saturday. We lost 4-3 at Bristol City. We lost 3-2 on the opening day of the season against Watford. All right, 3 losses out of 5, yes. But we haven't lost by more than a single goal. You see loads of teams, you see it every week in the Championship and the EFL in general. Teams that have won the previous week go and get spanked 4-0 to the next. For example, and it's not a spanking, but Sheffield Wednesday, we spanked Sheffield Wednesday. They previously spanked Plymouth. QPR beat Luton. Now QPR got a draw with Sheffield Wednesday. So it's all swings and roundabouts, and I feel it'll even itself out. And I feel we'll be fine if we have the players to execute the game plan. And now I'm going to talk, of course, about Josh Coburn going off. The club today have brought the news out that he's going to be out for around 6 to 8 weeks. I'm no physio and I don't know anything, but I can't see that. He was done straight away. He was feeling his calf, which he looks like he's torn to me. And as he was limping off, of course it was on Sky, I always forget that. He's on Sky, you might have seen it better than I did. He had his arms around the 2 physios, and I'm not sure they let go of him and he tried to walk by himself, but he's collapsed again. So now we have one fit striker in Macaulay Langstaff, who I'll get onto in the second half for obvious reasons. But we've got the big serve that's out for 6 to 8 weeks. We've got Coburn, which we're getting told the same, but I don't think you're going to see him before Christmas. And Bradshaw, 10 to 12 weeks? So Bradders now must be down to around, the same time frame as the other two. Another critical part in that game plan, when it does work, where you can get it into a centre forward that can back in, can bring it down, can link play. Even the ones he's not winning, he manages to get enough so it'll just drop and we can pick the second balls up with Saville and Denor. It's Jay Cooper, and also he's gone off injured. We've not heard anything on that one as of yet, as I'm filming this. So I do feel that it was going the same way as the Sheffield Wednesday game. I do feel it was a better side. Of course, they scored a goal. And again, I don't like to talk about referees and I don't like to talk about bad luck, but it was very similar to Watford's winner on the opening day of the season. A cross comes in. You can't always stop crosses coming into the box. We get something on it. A deflection is very, very similar to that Watford goal. This time it looks over Jensen. I, in real time, thought it got headed off the line, but I think Jensen gets something on it. It could have gone anywhere and it drops under the bar. He gets something on it. A second shot comes in, which he blocks with his foot. And then the third instance is obviously, I don't know what's going on really. It's a little bit of panic stations at the back, people everywhere. The ball's changed direction through a deflection, which we're not expecting to happen. People out of position. It's a really good controlled finish. The keeper could do nothing. Yes, he didn't move, but if you watch it from one of the angles they showed on Sky, he had 3 people in front of him, and Cooper went like that and run right across the line of him. What was that? With his head, and Jensen was unsighted and 1-0 down. Of course, you had the one that, is it Chong? The left-footed hook from nowhere, come back off the post and another good save. But I felt that's all Luton had. I know the goals matter in games and chances taken and chances at goal, but I definitely felt that it was definitely with a chance going in at half-time until the Coburn thing. And now, having seen he's gone off injured, having seen the time he's going to be out, along with the big server, who I assume is a similar type of player, although we haven't seen him yet, and Bradshaw that can do the Millwall striker role because he's learnt to do it so well over the years, we're left with only Macaulay Langstaff. So Cooper's removed at half-time. On comes Hutch. Thought Hutch did all right in the game, and I think he'd get a lot of shit, but he would have definitely got, it's the best thing ever bringing him back to the club if that header would have gone in at the end. Second half wasn't as fluent, it wasn't as entertaining, it wasn't as pretty, but I do feel that it was definitely, again, probably the better side. We had to press for that equaliser. I did say in my preview that I thought Luton would score early and we peg them back late, and we did everything pretty much other than hit the net. Again, it's a brilliant tackle from Saville, and he drives through, he slots in, I think it falls to Watmore. I think Watmore slots in Langstaff. Langstaff's through on goal, and that was it. That was the moment, and he puts it on target. Look, I'm going to defend Langstaff here because I feel he's been extremely unlucky. I think one on the opening day that he got his toe on that come off the top of the bar that was offside. The one against Sheffield Wednesday where Cooper's one was adjudged to have been over the line, but Langstaff followed up. And now this one, I feel he's getting the right positions. He needs game time. I'm not sure that he's Neil Harris's first choice, or he isn't Neil Harris's first choice. I'm not sure if he's Neil Harris's favourite player. I'm not sure. Something's going on there where he's not had his chance yet, but now it's going to be forced upon him, and this is his chance to shine now. And I feel that if he had started the game, I'm not saying he should have started the game, I feel it's the right way to go with Coburn. But if he starts games now, and he had started that game and he had a previous run, I think he scores that. He does everything right. It comes off the goalkeeper's fucking toenail. And he's so unlucky, and I really felt for him. You could see he was visibly fucking distressed and pissed off. But having said all that, he has to score it, and that would have been it. That would have been 1-1, and you would have took that point all day long, and you would have said, look, another good performance. We sort of been the better side over the course of the 90 minutes, in my opinion. The more aggressive side, the more side that's willing to try and drive forward and make the game work for both teams and get, raise an atmosphere and a cauldron instead of this fucking pep pot bollocks around the back that teams want to do forever. And it wasn't to be, and then at the end we throw the kitchen sink at it. Hutchinson gets a good header on target, then goalkeeper, there you go, bang, boom, one for the cameras. It was a good save, but he milked the shit out of that one a little bit. But we did everything that we could in that game, and I said in my full-time reaction, we're not going to win every game as Millwall fans. We're not expected to win anything. We rarely win anything, but if you just give everything you got, then we can't argue with that. And I felt I was really proud of the players Saturday. I thought it was a really, really Millwall type performance despite the loss, but I do feel that Coburn going off definitely has thwarted the game plan. And now I am panicking because I don't know, our game plan is, and if it works, it's executed properly, it works very, very well. But we are now not going to be able to do that going forward for the next 4, 5, 6 weeks. Window is closed, transfer window, obviously. So, we need to either try and find a different way to play, or Macaulay Langstaff's got to really step up and do that Tom Bradshaw role where he does do it. He's similar to Bradshaw. He works hard. He's running channels. He's getting the ball at the feet. He's laying people off. But yeah, I just feel, I don't like saying it, obviously the ref was horrendous Saturday. He actually gave us about 25 free kicks by the end of the game, but it could have been another 25 more. I don't think they was happy with the ref. I thought we completely lost control at points. But yeah, I am worried now, so I don't know. I can't see a way out of this now until we've got, and that's your fucking luck. Coburn comes in, 1 game, 1 goal, leads the line, brilliant performance on his debut, and then he gets injured. Of course, there was talk of him being injury prone before he came to the club. But I did look into that before he joined, and it was a persistent injury of a hernia. It wasn't his calf. So we're now paying, we paid a loan fee for him. Now we're paying his wages as well to watch him sit on the sideline. So yes, this was a post-match analysis, but the news today coming out of SE16 is that Josh Coburn now joins Tom Bradshaw and Mihailo Ivanovic on the injured list. It leaves Macaulay Langstaff as the only recognised striker at the club. I can't even bother to go into Ivanovic anymore because I said when he played up front, I said he was brilliant. I said he got man of the match on Sky, but I don't think Neil Harris even thinks he's a starter in our side, let alone on the wing, let alone even as a striker. So we are down to the bare minimum up front. Difficult away games coming up. They're all difficult games in this division. Let's hope we can sort something out, find a different way to play, or pull something out of our arse. I don't know what. But look, that's it. That's the news today. 3 injured strikers. Coburn, 6 to 8 weeks. So we're hearing. I can see it being longer. Not the best news on a Tuesday, but we're back tomorrow for the members for a Queen's Park Rangers preview. And we're going to do the Den debate on Thursday live as well. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.